goes up and it's picked
intercepted.
off.
The ball was intercepted off Savion Gordon's back. It never hit the ground.
What a wow, Blake! I've never seen that. That is wild.
Unlucky turn of events for Chapin to start this game. A fumble and then an interception.
It looked like Gordon had the ball, and when he hit the ground, it just came out.
It bounced up and landed on his back, and it was picked off.
Very heads-up play by Mid-Carolina.
Definitely. You can't put that one on Roger Padroni.
No.
But it's going to go on his stats anyways.
That is his first interception of the season, Blake.
Definitely a great season. On River Bluff last weekend. Great game for him.
All right, so Ruth in the shotgun. He trips to his left, one to his right. There's a snap. Throw. It's a double play.
Fake.
And he's got
wide open.
Wide open. Number
Rod
44.
Bird.
Rod Bird. Chapin's defense was not ready for that one.
We're not expecting that one. They saw so much of the triple option during that first jamboree. They were not expecting any type of deep pass.
And Chapin truly hasn't played against a passing team because they played River Bluff last week, who only had 34 yards in the air, Blake. So I think they got half of that on that play right there.
They did. I think you got to credit that one to their good pass defense, but that play looks like they were just taken off guard.
So 8:25 left in the quarter. Roof in the shotgun.
And that's a false start.
False start.
On number 9, Mason Hawkins.
And you hate to kill those are drive killers right there, Blake.
Definitely. They had a lot of momentum off of that trick play, and
they did.
Just slowing that pace down right there, that can really be the difference of points or no points right there.
It looked like Roof was trying to get a quick snap to catch the Eagle defense off guard.
Eagle defense definitely needed that break.
Absolutely. All right, so that'll make it 1st and 15.
Drew Moore in the backfield.
Motion handoff to Moore, who is just met at the line of scrimmage. Great penetration by number 85, Ronnie Powers.
Chapin defensive line blew up the run on that play. It didn't even look like they were blocked.
So that'll make it 2nd down and 16 on the play as Roof comes back from the sideline after getting the call from his coach.
That'll be 2nd and 15, 7 minutes, 25 seconds left in the first quarter.
This is a pass to number 3, Christopher C.C. Boyd.
And he didn't throw it on that play.
No, defense was definitely ready for that one. That'll bring them 3rd and 14 for the Rebels. If the Eagle defense can hold here, Blake, it's still a win for them.
Definitely make for a tough field goal.
Absolutely. Unless you're B.T. Potter, who is the Clemson commit, who recently posted a video of a 71-yard field goal.
71 yards.
71-yard field goal.
That's unbelievable.
Number 1 kicker in the nation. It's Roof in the shotgun. Moore looks back. Looks like it's a QB scramble. Looks like he will be scrambling, and he will be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Great stand.
It's all over that one.
Great stand by the Eagle defense on that one.
And it looks like the offense is staying on the field. I don't think they're comfortable with their field goal kicker.
I wouldn't be either. They are at the 36-yard line, Blake, so that's quite a distance for a field goal for a high school kicker.
It is, and obviously they don't have that trust in their kicker. They're going for it. Chapin's got to be ready for the deep pass here.
They need 15 yards. It's 4th and 15, 5:50 left in the first quarter. Roof in the shotgun, Moore behind him, twins to his right and left. In the shotgun, snaps back, looks to roll, looks to scramble, is going to scramble, and he breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2, and he will get the first down.
What a run by Cade Roof there. No one was open. He took it upon himself to get that first down, and he did a good job of it.
He did do a very good job of it, as all the Rebels receivers were covered on that one. So good play by the Eagles secondary. They just made something out of nothing on that one.
Coaches can't be happy with that play. Got to keep someone on the quarterback, especially one that can run like Cade Roof.
So it's 1st and goal. Ball at the 5-yard line. Is a handoff to number 4, Jalen Bates-Cadwell. Brings it down to the 3-yard line.
Not a good situation for the Chapin defense here. They've been good against the run so far. Let's see if they can keep it up. With only 3 yards to go.
We'll see how the defense is down in the trenches. All right, so 4:45 left to go in the first quarter. Rebels threatening at the 3-yard line. So Roof under center. Hands it off to Tobe, who makes a move. Touchdown Rebels.
And that was just a great play by B.J. Tobe. He read the blocking, saw he had a hole, and he went for it. Touchdown, Mid-Carolina.
Snap, the hold, the kick, and it is good. So 7-0 Rebels. And we're going to pitch it down to Claire Oots, who caught up with Coach Gentry earlier today. Take it away, Claire.
All right, thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Gentry, coach of the varsity football team. Coach Gentry, how do you think our team played last week at the River Bluff game?
I think it gave us an opportunity to go through a lot of game experiences we hadn't faced during the preseason. And granted, we didn't handle all of them the right way, but it gave us a chance to learn from our mistakes and move forward from here.
All right, how do you think our offense did last game?
I think after we got out there and got to settle down, I think we started playing well, doing the little things that we thought we could do.
All right, now what are your expectations for this game? How do you think we're going to do?
It's hard to predict. Anytime you have a big rivalry game like this, it can go either way. A lot of emotion goes into this game on both sides of the ball and both sidelines. But, you know, if we go out and we do what we're supposed to and play like we're capable of playing, I think we'll make a good game out of it.
All right, now Mid-Carolina and Chapin has the longest running consecutive rivalry in South Carolina high school football. What is your experience with this rivalry, with this game?
Well, this is my 8th one, and over the years, Coach Alexander and his staff have put together some great football teams, and it's fun to be a part of a rivalry like this, 7 miles apart. A lot, you know, going back, you know, a lot of these folks were family members and relatives at some point, and you know, it's like a big family reunion atmosphere out here, but everybody wants to win, and both student sections and schools take a lot of pride in this game.
All right, thank you, Coach Gentry. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Claire. All right, now, Blake, Chapin does have the longest consecutive rivalry, but who has the longest rivalry in the state?
The longest rivalry in the state is Hartsville versus Darlington. It's not the longest consecutive rivalry, though, because of a bus breakdown.
Dang.
That gives it to Chapin versus Mid-Carolina, the longest consecutive rivalry in the state.
As the legend goes, the bus broke down on the way to Hartsville, so they had to cancel the game.
Chapin leads this series 42-16. So definitely a one-sided affair there.
Is that really a rivalry there, Blake? It's kind of lopsided there, kind of like Clemson, Carolina.
Okay. Definitely lopsided. We'll see if Chapin can make it 43-16
Price
tonight.
field by ball. Dodges one tackler, gets a hole, makes a cut, makes another cut, and it's brought down at the 38-yard line.
All right, let's see if they can bounce back from the interception last drive.
In at quarterback is LaRob Gordon.
Interesting that they take Roger Padroni out. That interception was definitely not his fault.
Jared Bell in motion. Rolls right, looking, throws wide open to number 8, Case Barber, who makes a move. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Eagles. Rolls right, and there's a little laundry on the field. We'll see See what that has to do.
Do not know what that flag would be. Hopefully
It's not coming
Chapin.
back. And on the first pass by LaRob Gordon, it's a touchdown to Case Barber.
Great throw by LaRob.
Great throw
Wide
on the
open
run.
Case Barber.
Great move by Case Barber, too. He caught it, made a little shifty move, and took it to the house.
And we know Case Barber is definitely a talented player. He had 7 receptions for 73 yards last week against River Bluff. And part of that, I think, would be the defense being forced to key in on Xavion Gordon.
Absolutely. Wow. One play, a whole lot of yards. Great combination right there. Gordon to Barber.
Great way to bounce back.
Absolutely. As Sailor Chasen comes out on the field to attempt this extra point. Chapin will try and tie it up at 7s. You know, Blake, if you look over the Mid-Carolina student section, it is substantially smaller than the Chapins.
Substantially. It's got to be because they're from Mid-Carolina. All of them couldn't make it, obviously.
Absolutely, and we hope you all are watching on this broadcast. So Sailor Chasen attempts for the PAT. The snap, the hold, the kick, and it is good. We are at 7s here. So with 4:16 left in the game, we're going to pitch it down to Gresham with Coach Trey Green. Take it away, Gresham.
Thanks, guys. I'm on the field with JV coach Trey Green. Last night, Trey had a game against Mid-Carolina as well with the JV team. Trey, tell us about that game.
It was a good game. We won 33-8. We played really well on both sides of the ball. We got Irmo next week, so we're going to prepare all week for that and hopefully come out with a win, too.
Gotcha. All right, last year, Trey was a Chapin player. So this is his first year out of high school, already back on the field. Trey, what was it like last year playing in this huge rivalry game with your teammates and around people you love? Tell us about that.
It was like a movie last year. We were down 12 to go with about 2 minutes left, and we came back and we ended up winning. We broke a lot of hearts that night, and it was probably one of the best games I've ever played in. And I'm just glad everybody else gets to play in it because it's one of the best rivalries in the state in high school football. So we're blessed to be able to play in this game tonight.
All right, thank you, Trey. Back to you, boys.
Thank you, Gresham. Now, Blake, what do you have around your neck right now, man?
This is a lay. Tonight, the theme of the game is Hawaiian night. So that is why you would see the student section dressed up in Hawaiian gear.
The student section normally does that for big rivalries like this. Now, Blake, what are the keys to the game tonight for each team?
Chapin wants to stop the triple option. We saw that a lot in the Jamboree, just over and over pounding that same play. And River Bluff ran the ball all over them last week. So they definitely want to improve on their run defense and hold that. So for Mid-Carolina, they want to control the ball and keep Chapin's offense off the field. We just saw how dangerous they can be with that one-play touchdown.
Thank you, Blake. Nelson says to kick the ball. And it's a boomer. Fielded at the 20-yard line.
Like they both tried to catch it.
Taking out the middle. Runs into his own guy to kick the ball. BJ Tobe takes the ball up to around the 36-yard line.
And BJ Tobe is going to be a player to watch in that triple option. I love giving it to him on the jet sweep.
Absolutely, Blake. We'll see how the Chapin defense responds to giving up a touchdown last drive. So 4:08 left to go in the game. 7-7 left in the quarter. I apologize. So Roof in the shotgun. Moore behind him. Tobe goes in motion. Scrambles. Defense all around him. Keeps looking. Throws it out. Overthrows number 20, BJ Tobe. Like you said, like he is a player to watch.
Player to watch for sure. They faked it to him on the play action. And just a great play by the Chapin defensive line there. They were all over Cade Roof. He had nowhere to go.
Absolutely. And if he would have completed the pass to Tobe, Nick Price was there to blow him up. So it was a lose-lose situation there for the Rebels.
Great play by the Chapin defense for sure.
So second down to go. 2nd and 10. Roof in the shotgun, Moore behind him. Twins to his right, one to his left. They hand off to Tobe up the middle. Gains around 5 yards on that play. Not a bad stand by the defense. So 3rd and 5, 3:40 left to go in the first quarter.
Great tackle there by James Wells and Jake Watson.
Jake Watson is back in this game, Blake. He did not play in the Jamboree because he hurt his left knee.
And it looks like he has a brace on that knee right now, so we'll see if that affects him.
And the shotgun steps back. Overthrows number 5, Jack Edwards. Very good coverage by Lane Hine on the play.
Great coverage by Lane Hine.
As Mid-Carolina will send out their punt team. It looks like Roof is the quarterback and the puncher on this one.
Got to watch for that fake punt.
Very true on that one.
Looks like Cade Roof needs to settle into the game that bad though. There it is, their first game of the season.
It is.
Definitely some nerves from Cade Roof.
Xavier Gordon and Kareem Bowers back. Field the punt. Ooh, that was just a very terrible punt on that one. Gets a very good roll by Mid-Carolina. And it is down around the 24-yard line. We're going to pitch it down to Sarah, who is with some students in the student section. Take it away, Sarah.
Thanks, boys. I'm here with Chapin's Vice President, Cole Hodges, and Chapin's President, Chase Haywood. Cole and Chase, what does it take to get a student section to show up like this?
A lot of Twitter, a lot of publicity, and
It's a lot of dedication. Sometimes you gotta make some false promises, like tell people Tupac's gonna be here, just stuff like that. Just stuff that's not true, but you still say it anyways.
we actually promised them if it was a big student section, we would wax one of our legs.
But that will happen. We will wax our legs if it's a big enough student section.
Okay, let's see what you can do with our student section.
And we are back. 2nd and 2. The hands off Tyson Thomas, who's just thrown down to the ground on that run.
But great throw before that from Rob Gordon to Jared Bell, making it 2nd and 2.
Jared Bell out there kind of reminds me of Rob Gronkowski because of his height and weight.
He is 6'7", 225. That is a big fella.
That is a big fella right there. So 3rd and 7 on the play. Gordon in the shotgun, trips to his right, fakes it, runs up the middle, and gets tripped up.
And it looks like they're sending the punt team out.
So Mid-Carolina scores a touchdown, Chapin scores a touchdown. Mid-Carolina punts, it looks like Chapin will follow them.
Looks like Chapin hasn't committed to a starting quarterback. Despite Roger Padroni's great game last week against River Bluff, they brought in LaRob Gordon on the second play, or the second drive of the game.
That is very true, Blake. But if you remember last season, they did the same thing with Trad Beatty and Cooper Bemis. And that got them really successful as we went to the lower state championship. Bad snap. Way to get it off, though. As he muffs the punt.
But it looks like he fell on it, and that'll be Mid-Carolina ball.
BJ Toes with the catch. Mid-Carolina takes over 1st and 10, 38-yard line.
Good punt by Sailor Chasen. Just way to get it out of there and downfield.
Yep, good job recovering from the bad snap. It bounced, looked like twice before it got to his hands.
But just great effort by him. So 1:15 left to go in the quarter. 7-all here at Cecil Woolbright Field. Roof is in the shotgun. Twins to his left, Moore behind him. As it's a pitch to Bates Caldwell, who runs for a good 3 or 4 yards. Very good defense there by the Eagles, though.
Chapin looks like they've definitely done their homework on that triple option. They're doing a good job of stopping it.
Absolutely. The one big play Mid-Carolina had, well, I guess it was a double pass, right?
Yeah, it was the trick play. They weren't ready for it.
No. Blake, I don't think anyone in the stadium was ready for that play.
I don't think so. Not from this triple option team.
No. Saroof in the shotgun. Looks back. Throws it deep. Great downfield coverage by Nick Price as they were looking for Jalen Bates Caldwell on that play.
And it looks like some more nerves from Cade Roof, just overthrowing Bates Caldwell on that throw.
As you mentioned, it is Mid-Carolina's first game of the season, but it is also Dreer's first game of the season tonight, and they are in Chapin standings. Chapin is currently first, tied with Orangeburg Wilkinson in Region 5 standings.
All right, Eagle fans, on your feet, it's third down. Let's make some noise for this defense.
So 3rd and 7, 29 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Roof in the shotgun, Moore behind him. Tobe in motion, hands off to Bates Caldwell, who just is wrapped up by number 34.
James Wells on that tackle.
Very good instinct by James Wells on that one, as he just, I guess he snuffed out that play right there.
He did. They are not falling for the tricks from this Mid-Carolina offense, despite that one trick play. Other than that,
and it looks like
they've done
Mid-Carolina is just going to run out the clock here in the first quarter, and that'll do it. At the end of the first quarter, Mid-Carolina 7, Chapin 7. We're going to pitch it down to Taylor with Mr. Tim Slice.
Thanks, guys. Today we're here with Tim Slice from Chapin class of 87, and we're here to talk about the best Chapin-Mid-Carolina rivalry game.
Well, actually, my favorite ones were in the early 80s. That's when the rivalry was real big. In fact, in my 2 years playing varsity, we actually lost to Mid-Carolina, giving them eventually the state championship. So my memories are a little bit bitter, but I love the early 80s, going to those games. Back when I graduated and my senior year, we were friends. It wasn't that much of a rivalry because we all grew up together as far as playing baseball together. But it's a big rivalry. You know, we don't like them, they don't like us. But out in the community, everything's different. We're all friends, but on Friday night, it's mortal enemies.
Thanks, Tim.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Taylor. Next time you got to ask him how he gets his arms so big. Mr. Tim looks jacked in that photo.
Mr. Tim is definitely jacked.
Join us next week as Irmo plays Chapin at 7:15 here at Cecil Woolbright Field. Blake, that's a District 5 rivalry right there, as Chapin defeated Irmo last year at Irmo's Field.
Definitely, and that's where Chapin got Roger Padroni from, one of their quarterbacks, one of their starting quarterbacks.
Absolutely. We've had back-to-back years where we've had an Irmo transfer do great. Last year was Mac Eason, who played a very critical part at the linebacker position. And speaking of Roger Padroni, he's back out there. Twins to his left, trips to his right. Rolls right, looking, finds number 81, Jason Graves, who gets a very good amount of yards on that play.
Great throw by Roger Padroni on the run.
We have not seen Xavier Gordon targeted since that interception that was thrown by Roger last drive. Bell in motion, trips to his left, one to his right. Little laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. False start on Chapin. Hate to see drive killers like that.
Definitely. You know the coaches aren't happy about that one.
So Petroni in the shotgun, twins to his right. Bell in motion. Sheely with the handoff, makes a move, gets a hole. And that is a very, very good run on first down right there.
And no fumble that time.
No.
Great job by Mark Sheely.
Definitely made sure to hold on to that ball.
Mason Hawkins. Second down and 3.
So second down and 3 for the Eagles.
Case Barber, the leading receiver from last week, is not in the game right now.
That's a little pitch to Sheely. Runs right, makes a move, breaks a couple tackles, and gets a first down. Chapin is marching right now with a very methodical drive.
Great job by Mark Sheely on making the first man miss. That's what you want in a running back right there. They can make the first man miss. They're a good running back.
Very true, Blake. All right, so Petroni in the shotgun. Sheely to his right. Gordon to his left. 3 wide receivers to his right as well. Bell, Powers, and Bowers in there. Powers and Bowers. What do you think about that? And Petroni is sacked.
Looking for Xavion Gordon on that play.
By number 1, Curtis Graham. He got in there in a hurry, Blake. Someone on the offensive line missed a block there.
They have, but we haven't seen too much of that tonight.
No.
The O-line has been playing pretty well so far tonight. We do know they have a talented O-line.
Absolutely.
Led by Hank Manos, who's going to South Carolina next year.
Petroni rolls to his right, looks downfield. Overthrows number 81, Jason Graves.
Jason Graves on the coverage, number 7, Laney Wadsworth, brings up third down.
As you were talking about, Hank Manos is committed to South Carolina. And besides Chapin having back-to-back years with an Irmo transfer, Chapin has also had back-to-back years with a South Carolina commit. Last year, tight end Will Register, who is currently playing for the Gamecocks. And this year, center Hank Manos. Petroni rolls right, looks.
Another overthrow.
Overthrows number 82, Jared Bell. It's hard to overthrow Jared Bell, Blake.
It is.
At 6'7".
That is not easy.
No, he's a big guy.
You got to wonder what got in Roger Petroni's head after that great week last week. He went 17 for 20, so incompletions were not something you saw often from him. But there's 2 in a row right there.
Maybe it's the rivalry that's getting to him, Blake.
It could be. A lot of pressure on this game. They don't want to give Mid-Carolina that 17th win.
No. And Chapin has won the last 4 meetings, looking for number 5 tonight. As a timeout is called on the field with 10 minutes and 27 seconds left, it is tied 7-7 here.
So far, Mid-Carolina has not found much success running the ball.
A couple region games that are going on today. Dreer plays his first game at Columbia today. Orangeburg-Wilkins, who is currently tied with Chapin for number 1 in the region, is playing at Lake Marion. Lower Richland, 0-1, plays Spring Valley, who's 1-0. And Flora, Chapin's other rival, who's 0-1, plays Lexington. We'll keep you updated on how those games go throughout the broadcast. So Chapin looks to punt it away. Sailor chasing back for the punt. And Tobe is back to receive for Mid-Carolina. Wobbly punt, but it's handled. Very good punt there. As Tobe almost fumbled that one, muffed that one again.
He had a lot of room on that, but
He
still
did.
decided to call it fair catch.
Number 27, Cole Finn, was down there ready to blow him up. Blake.
And he's getting congratulated by the coaches. You love to see that from a special teams player.
Absolutely, one who tries his hardest. Cole Finn also is a 2-sport athlete, Blake. He plays lacrosse and is actually an all-region player for lacrosse.
Definitely a talented player right there.
Chapin's got a lot of dual-sport athletes on the team. Also, roughing the gun. Hands off, Moore makes a move. Is taken down for a good 5-yard, 6-yard gain.
Good job holding on to the ball by Drew Moore there.
Gain of 6, second and 4. 34 yards.
10 minutes left in the second quarter. Game is still tied 7-7. Second 3, Mid Carolina ball.
So Roof in the shotgun, Moore behind him. Twins to his left, a single wide receiver to his right. Handoff to Moore, who takes it up the field and a stop before getting the first down. That'll be 2nd and 3. 3rd and 3, I apologize.
On the tackle, number 52, Nick Purdy. Brings up 3rd and short.
And Drew Moore is a great downhill runner. He is not easy to bring down.
Absolutely not.
Right, the fans on your feet is 3rd down.
Drew Moore sitting at 5'11", weighing 185. So Roof in the shotgun, Moore behind him. Twins to his left, a single back to his right. And that'll be,
That's a false
that is a false start.
Hate to see that on 3rd and 1.
You know that'll drive a coach insane.
That is just one of the worst possible situations right there. 3rd and 1. All you need is that extra yard. I guess he was just too excited to get it and
Nerves the
cost
first
his team
game.
5 yards right there.
Hey, his nerves were acting up, Blake. First game of the season, rivalry.
Just got excited.
Just hate to see that. So 8:40 left to play in the second quarter, tied at 7s. Caldwell in motion, fumble on the play.
On the ground. And Jalen Bates Caldwell is on the ground.
He'll get back up.
He's getting back up. That was a big hit.
Very big hit. One that jarred the ball loose. Very good stand there by the Chapin defense, which was helped by the false start on 3rd and 1.
And they're continuing to lock this triple option up. One of their keys to win this game.
Absolutely.
You can tell they did their homework.
So 8:08 left to go in the game. Timeout on the field. Left. So Blake, what do you think of the game so far? What has Chapin done well and what do they need to work on?
Chapin's done well in stopping the triple option. You can tell they know that that's what Mid Carolina likes to do, and they've done a great job of stopping it. The only real big play they let was on that trick play, and I'm sure the coaches talked to him about that. And I don't think it'll happen again as long as they can stop this triple option. I think it might end in a W.
That's what we're hoping for. Now, in that false start, Blake, do you think the student section had anything to do with that? Chapin has the best student section in the nation.
They do. They're very loud. It can't be easy to get the snap count right with them in your ear all game.
So Roof set to punch it away as the officials are talking it over on the field.
And he shanked the last one.
He did shank the last one.
But lucky for him, it got a great bounce. Rolled about 20 yards, it looked like.
It did spin forward. So 8:08 left in the game. Tied at 7s here at Cecil Woolbright Field. The snap, the punt. That is a skyrocket right there. And that does not take a Mid Carolina bounce on that one.
Not going to get lucky with the bounce there.
Eagles take over 1st and 10.
So Eagles take over at 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Roger Padroni in at quarterback again.
That's a generation senior care. Punt return.
So Chapin will try and have a better result than they did last time. As Padroni's in the shotgun, he's got trips to his right, twins to his left. Bell in motion. Thomas comes right beside him. Handoff to Thomas. Good job holding onto the ball there as he gets 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Definitely a good job holding onto the ball. You can see the defender got a hand on it.
Now, Blake, the difference between Chapin's running backs are, in my opinion, I think Mark Shealy's a north-south runner, and Thomas is an east-west runner.
Definitely. They're both very skilled at two different running styles.
Petroni in the shotgun. Throws to number 1, Jared Bell.
Roger Petroni's pass is complete to number 81, Jason Graves. That's enough for another Chapin Eagle.
That's a Chapin Eagle first down. 7 minutes, 25 seconds left in the second quarter. Pedroni in the shotgun. Thomas switches from right to left. He looks, fires down. For Xavier going, who had it and dropped it.
Tough catch there, but it looked like it hit him right in the hands. I think that was a great throw by Roger Pedroni.
Very good throw.
Couldn't throw it any better than that.
As Gordon had a step or two on his defender.
And if you're a Chapin fan right now, you really just want to see Roger Pedroni get in the groove that he was in last week.
Against River Bluff.
Great performance through the air and on the ground. He led the team in rushing, and that's not something you see too often from a quarterback.
Thomas goes from left to right. Looks like it's going to be a QB draw, and that is going nowhere, Blake.
Roger Pedroni looked like he was confused on that play. I don't think he knew it was a QB draw.
It could have gone worse. It was a loss of 2, though, as Thomas comes out and Mark Shealy comes in at running back. Mark Shealy, as a running back, would rather run over you than run around you. And Thomas has better speed, so he'd run around you rather than run over you. Pedroni in the shotgun. Fakes to Shealy. Looks. Jared Bell wide open. And that's going to be close.
But will they give it to him?
We'll see where they spot this one. And that is a Chapin Eagle first down. Great catch there by Jared Bell.
Great yards after the catch.
It's easy when you get a tight end that's 6'7".
Makes it a lot easier.
Bell in
Hard
motion.
to miss him.
Pitch to Shealy. Makes a cut. Run inside. Catch around 4 or 5 yards on that one. Any coach would be happy with that play on first or second down. So 2nd and 5. Down at the 24-yard line for the Eagles. 5:50 left in the game. Joining the shotgun, Shealy to his left, Twins to his right. Handoff to Shealy, who looks like he's going to get stuffed, but keeps his feet moving and will be very close to a first down for the Eagles.
Like you said, Mark Shealy is not easy to bring down.
No.
Keeps those feet moving and gets the extra yardage. Coaches love to see that.
So Gordon coming out of the game.
Still haven't seen Case Barber back in the game after that long touchdown. The only touchdown for Chapin so far.
Great throw by LaRob Gordon. Shealy makes a move, cuts it out left, makes another defender miss. What stiff arm! It was like a Leonard Fournette stiff arm right there.
Put him on the ground with ease right there.
Great play by Mark Shealy right there. Wow. That was just a get off of me stiff arm right there.
And it's looking like Mark Shealy can do it all. Great vision to cut back to the open field and just put that defender on the ground. There was nothing he could do.
Wow. What a great play by Mark Shealy there. Getting the first down. That's a highlight reel stiff arm right there.
Eagle fans, once again, there is an auction going on tonight at the Spirit Store at the entrance. You can bid tonight for reserve.
So with 5:06 left in the game is tied at 7. But Chapin is marching. Very methodical drive down inside the 10-yard line.
Great drive for Chapin. They're doing it on the ground this time.
They are.
We saw last week against River Bluff. They raided them through the air, and there was nothing River Bluff could do. Taking a little bit of a different approach this week. Going on the ground, and it's working for him.
You got to know your opponent there, Blake. Chapin is trying to add another win to this rivalry and give Coach Gentry his 107th win all-time as a head coach and 52nd as a Chapin head coach. Join us next week as Chapin plays Irmo here at Cecil Woolbright Field at 7:15. We look forward to watching the game and having all of you watch it with us. So as Chapin takes a timeout, so are we. I'm Eric Veach.
I'm Blake Harbison.
And you are watching CSPN.
Risen Hills Baptist Church, where you can experience the ministries and activities that provide fellowship and opportunity to become fully developing followers of Christ.
Chapin is back. Fumble on the play.
Fumble on play.
And it looks like Mid-Carolina football.
No signal from the referee yet. And it looks like Chapin will retain possession. Not quite sure how, but that's a good thing.
Looks like the refs just didn't see what happened.
Good thing for Chapin. So as Xavion Gordon is in the Wildcat, makes the defender miss, keeps his feet running. No indication yet.
Touchdown, Xavion Gordon.
Touchdown, Chapin. Nope. Yep, touchdown, Eagles. Very late, very late indication from the referee. But nonetheless, it is a touchdown, which makes it 13-7 Eagles.
And that's why you just want to get the ball in Xavion Gordon's hands.
He's
makes stuff happen.
playmaker.
He is. He's a playmaker.
We haven't really seen much from him tonight. But boy, Blake, when he gets his hands on the football, special things happen.
They do, for sure.
So Sailor Chasen looking for the extra point. Low snap, but the kick is no good. Wide left. You hate to see that happen.
Can't blame that one on Sailor Chasen. It looked like a bad hold there after a bad snap.
So with that missed extra point, it is 13-7 Eagles.
4 minutes, 16 seconds left in the second quarter.
So that was a great drive by the Eagles right there, mixing in rushing, passing, in a Wildcat formation that ultimately got them the touchdown.
Definitely. Good things happen when you get the ball to Xavion Gordon, and I think Chapin's figuring that out.
Absolutely. So Chapin's two key wide receivers, Case Barber and Xavion Gordon, have scored both touchdowns for the Eagles tonight, as Jared Bell and Jason Graves have made multiple catches along the way, helping them get down there. So Chapin looks to kick it off. Alex Nelson is there to kick the ball away. So Nelson lines the ball up, takes his steps back. The momentum is all on Chapin's side right now.
Great drive for them. There was nothing Mid-Carolina could do.
Very good boot by Alex Nelson. Fielded at the 3-yard line, takes it up the middle, and is brought down at the 27-yard line.
One of the things that makes Chapin's offense so hard to stop is that they can run it and they can pass it. Both are very effective, and you just got to be ready for both as a defense.
Very true, Blake. It's very hard to stop teams that have dual threats like that. As last week, River Bluff relied heavily on their run. Chapin's defense stood tall and stopped them.
Also played great run defense, so Chapin said, we'll do it through the air.
Absolutely, as they gashed the River Bluff defense. So Roof in the shotgun. New running back.
Number #2, Preston Bookman. And
rolls out off the fingertips of number 9, Mason Hawkins.
Like he tried to Odell that catch.
Now Mason Hawkins has made a very big play in the game as he picked off the ball that was off of Xavier Gordon's shoulder pads.
Definitely a heads-up play there.
Definitely a heads-up
Showed
play.
Great awareness on that play.
Preston Bookman was in on that last play at running back, and it looks like he will stay in the game.
And we saw this in the Jamboree. They played Drew Moore for a while and then put in Preston Bookman.
Now Drew Moore is 5'7", 185, and Preston Bookman is 5'9", 170. As Tobe gets the carry and is tripped up. Little laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. So both running backs for the Rebels are very hard to stop. Both north-south kind of guys.
Definitely. It looks like B.J. Tobe shaken up on the play as he limps to the sideline.
And number 27, Tyrese Gray comes in. So 3:55 left to play in the game. Eagles lead 13-7. And it looks like it will be a penalty on the Rebels.
And Mid-Carolina likes to beat you with their scheme. They're definitely a scheme over team type of offense. They beat you with their play calls, not their players.
They run kind of like a Georgia Tech type offense, Blake.
They do triple option. You never know what's going to happen.
No.
Got to be ready for it all.
And that will back Mid-Carolina up really far, Blake.
Making it 2nd and 20.
Roof looks back, scrambles, and is just absolutely destroyed by number 58, Ryan Wilmington. Wow, Blake. He got through that line and just blew up that quarterback.
Big hit.
It looks like Roof tried to dodge him, and when he tried to cut, Wilmingham just destroyed him on that play. What a play by the Chapin defense.
And I think Cade Roof had enough on his shoulders. That's just a little bit more.
So it's 3rd down and 22 on that play, Blake. Wow. So Roof in the shotgun. Brooks behind him. Hands off to Brooks. And he's just taken down. Nothing they could do about that as the Eagle defense is fired up.
Great play by the defensive line. Back-to-back plays. Forcing 4th and about 22.
So he just got back to the line of scrimmage right there. And Roof is forced to punt out of his own end zone, Blake. That is never what you want to do as a punter.
Got to think they were just looking for field position, trying to get Cade Roof out of the end zone, but Chapin D-line was ready.
And that penalty was an unsportsmanlike conduct that backed him up that far. And it's timeout, Mid-Carolina. So 2:09 left in the game. Eagles lead 13-7. We're going to take a short break. I'm Eric Veach.
I'm Blake Harbison.
You are watching CSPN.
There's no better way to brighten someone's day than Bojangles. Famous chicken and grits. Visit your local Bojangles today. Galloway Family Custom Homes. If you're looking to build a new home or remodel, no need to look at national builders. Call Galloway Family Custom Homes, your local builder in the Chapin area. State Farm at Chapin, Scott Hanlon and David Strawhorn. In the market for auto home and life insurance, make sure you visit State Farm, Scott Hanlon and David Strawhorn. And Sonic at Chapin. You move for a great hamburger or just looking for your sweet tooth. Visit Sonic at Chapin.
We are back. 2:09 left to go in the second quarter. Eagles lead 13-7. Cade Roof is forced to punt out of his own end zone. Kareem Bowers and Xavier Gordon back to return. The snap, the punt. This is a boomer. Takes a very, very good Mid-Carolina bounce. and gets them down to the 44-yard line.
And there is a flag on the play.
We'll see what this is about. But overall, very good punt by Cade Roof on that one.
Definitely a great punt and a great roll. It looks like holding on Chapin.
Blocking the
Blocking
back.
the back, that is.
It's very hard to see the referee's hand signals from down on the field. So that'll back up the Chapin offense even more. Rob Gordon is in at quarterback, Blake.
Another change. And on his last throw, he threw a touchdown at Case Barber,
who has not been in the game since.
Has not entered the game.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I do not see him on the sideline either. I hope he's all right.
As is the entire Chapin Nation. As the Rob Gordon looks, fires downfield. That is an incomplete pass to number 81, Jason Graves. Jason Graves and Jared Bell have gotten a lot of action this game, Blake.
They have on that rollout play that Chapin's been running all night.
It's either going to Bell or Graves. So Gordon still in at quarterback. Twins to his right, twins to his left. Shealy in the backfield. Low snap. Gordon throws to Gordon. What a catch. Makes a move. Nothing but green. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Eagles.
And what do we say? Just get the ball to Xavion Gordon, and he'll make something happen.
Brother-to-brother connection right there. Gordon to Gordon. Great catch. Makes a move and is off to the races.
Definitely some good chemistry between them.
Absolutely.
The two Gordons.
They got to have good chemistry, Blake. They go home together.
They do.
So Chapin is going for 2 right now to make it 21-7 with 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the quarter. So Gordon in the shotgun. Shealy to his right. Trips to his right. One receiver to his left. Graves in motion. Rolls right, looks, fires. 2-point conversion caught by Jason Graves.
What a catch by Jason Graves.
Great catch. Little underthrown, but it won't matter for the athlete, Jason Graves.
It was low, but he got to it. You got to give him credit. That was a great catch by Jason Graves.
Great catch. And that'll make it 21-7 Eagles. Wow, Blake.
Minute 45 seconds left in the half.
Great play. And it all started with Gordon to Gordon and then Gordon to Graves.
And they started off the game trying to throw it deep to Xavion Gordon, but all you got to do is just get the ball in his hands and watch him work.
That kid is special.
Very special.
As Chapin trots out to kick it off, Alex Nelson sets to kick the ball off. So, Blake, if there was any question about which side the momentum was on, that touchdown just knocks it out of the ballpark. All momentum, Chapin.
Great job by Chapin, bouncing back from the turnovers that they started the game off with. Was not looking good, but
no.
Credit to them. They turned it around 21-7. Chapin Eagles.
Chapin Eagles student section is just going absolutely insane compared to Mid-Carolina student section, who really isn't making that much noise. And is fielded in the end zone, Blake, but I didn't see him go down on a knee. I'm not quite sure what that call was about. Either way, touchback, Mid-Carolina.
Guess it's just an automatic touchback.
That might be a high school rule right there. So the very confident Eagle defense comes back out on the field. They've stopped Mid-Carolina on every drive except for one. That was when they had a trick play. So Moore back in at running back. Roof in the shotgun, twins to his left. Codwell Bates goes in motion, hands off to Roof, who just met at the line of scrimmage but keeps moving his feet for a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 5, the 25-yard line. Roof is a very hard player to bring down, Blake. And so is Moore.
They are hard players to bring down. That should have been second one, but Drew Moore just kept his feet moving and got that extra 4 yards.
So Roof in the shotgun, Moore behind him. Caldwell Bates goes in motion. Roof keeps it himself. And barely gets back to the line of scrimmage, Blake. We'll see where they spot him on that one.
Chapin defense doing a great job of recognizing the play and getting to it.
As this second quarter winds down, about a minute left. Chapin leading 21-7, 3rd and 4. The referees are discussing something. We'll get that information to you as soon as we know what it is.
And that's timeout Chapin.
So 21-7, Blake, a minute 10 left in the game. Coach Gentry going for his 52nd win as a Chapin head coach. So Blake, after the first or second drive for Mid-Carolina, their offense has sputtered. They really haven't done anything.
It hasn't. They had that one trick play, but other than that, nothing too impressive from their offense. You can tell Chapin did their homework, and they were ready for this triple option that Mid-Carolina loves to run.
Absolutely.
You got to think they're trying something new now, or maybe they'll come out in the second half and try something new because the triple option has not worked for them like it normally does.
Like we said before, Blake, this is battle for the bell. This is Chapin's biggest rivalry, and it is the longest consecutive rivalry in the state of South Carolina.
That's right. Big game every year.
And this stadium is packed from both ends. So 3rd and 4. We'll see if Mid-Carolina puts it in the air. Roof in the shotgun, twins to his right, twins to his left. Caldwell Bates goes in motion. Looks like it's a double or fake, and it's going to be a throw. And it is caught.
What a great catch by number 9, Mason Hawkins.
It looks like Lane Hine wasn't really expecting the throw on there, and to tell you the truth, Blake, I wasn't expecting that throw.
I wasn't either. They keep pulling these trick plays out their sleeve, and Chapin's just got to be ready for it. You can't fall for the trick play every time.
They're like the Mad Hatter down there, Blake. So many trick plays.
So the two biggest plays of the game were throws from Christopher C.C. Boyd, the wide receiver.
And he is listed as the backup quarterback, Blake.
Quarterback, wide receiver, and defensive back. Definitely a very good athlete right there.
Absolutely, and that'll bring Mid-Carolina down to the 27-yard line. So Roof in the shotgun, Moore right behind him. Twins to his left. As he looks to scramble, little screen play to Boyd. Makes one defender miss and is just run out of bounds. Little words being exchanged down there by Boyd and Nick Price. I'm sure they're just talking about the holidays, though, Blake.
Must be, obviously.
Talking about their school schedules or something.
What else would they be talking about?
I don't know, Blake. I do not know. So 1st and 10 for Mid-Carolina. 42 seconds left in the half. They are down at the 11-yard line.
And it looks like Mid-Carolina used that last timeout to try something new. They're doing it through the air now, and it's been working for them.
So Roof in the shotgun. Trips to his right, rolls right. He's getting chased down by the Chapin defense. And he just gets that one away as number 25, Jarrett Whitley.
And it looks like they're going to call him for intentional grounding.
Right call on that one. There was no one in that vicinity over there, Blake.
Not.
That'll back them up, and I'm not sure if they're in field goal range now.
They didn't kick it earlier. They went for it earlier, so we'll see if they do that again.
We'll see how far this backs them up, Blake.
Loss of down on the play.
Exactly. An intentional grounding, you get penalized by you losing yards and you lose a down.
Definitely a harmful penalty there, making it second and long.
Second down and around 20, Blake. Third down. And they wasted time off the clock. 34 seconds left in the half.
Definitely a drive killer right there. See if we see another trick play. Wouldn't be surprised at this point. The two biggest plays of the game.
So Roof in the shotgun, Moore right behind him. Twins to his right and left. There's the shotgun. Rolls right. Looks right. And he's just going to throw that one. That pass intended for number 9, Mason Hawkins, who has caught both trick plays tonight, Blake. They're certainly the wide receiver they're going to tonight.
And Ryan Willingham just busted through the offensive line.
Very good penetration by the Chapin defensive line right there. So that'll bring up 4th down and 28. Excuse me, 3rd down and 28.
26 seconds left in the half. Chapin up 2 scores.
So Roof got trips to his right, looks, throws left to number 3. And that is incomplete. Christopher C.C. Boyd, who has thrown on both the trick plays, Blake,
And it
tries to
looks
go
like
for
they're
that one.
targeting Lane Hine. He was the one who gave up that last catch to Mason Hawkins. Like he couldn't find the ball there, but nonetheless, it was dropped.
Very lucky there for Lane Hine and the Chapin defense. So that'll bring up 4th down and 28 with 19 seconds left to go.
And like we said, they're going for it. Do not trust their field goal kicker.
I would too, Blake. They are down by 14. They need points before the half.
Not many kickers can kick a 47-yard field goal. Not many high school kickers, that is.
I can name one. B.T. Potter kicked a 71-yard field goal. Clemson commit, number 1 kicker in the nation.
And that is just unreal.
That's very unreal, Blake. So, Blake, join us next week back here at Cecil Woolbright Field for the Irmo Chapin game at 7:15, District 5 Rivals. We look forward to having you there with us and watching the game. Go Eagles. So, Blake, I guess Mid-Carolina's trying to go 2 for 1 here because they do get the ball to start the second half.
They definitely would much rather be down 1 score than 2, but they're not in a good situation. 4th and 28. See if they try another trick play here. But Chapin's got to be ready for it right now.
Absolutely. They have 2 back there right now. 2 safeties. 3 safeties. They have 3 safeties back there. Basically, I'm guessing the coaches just told them don't let anyone behind you.
That's got to be the plan. 4th and 28. I'm surprised they're not backed off more.
So he scrambles, rolling around, looks, and is down at the 21-yard line. That'll be short. It's James Wells on the tackle.
Great defense there by Chapin.
First down saving
nowhere
tackle
to go.
right there. 9 seconds left in the first half. That is a State Farm defensive stand right there, and very good stand by the Eagles defense.
And it looks like LaRob Gordon and the Chapin Eagles offense is just going to run out the clock here.
They're in the victory formation right now, Blake, also known as the kneeling formation. Looks like they're just going to take their 14-point lead into halftime.
And they do, as LaRob Gordon kneels. Take us into halftime.
Coming up at halftime is the Hall of Fame weekend here at Chapin. We'll introduce the 7 new inductees, and then your Chapin High School pride and music band will take the field.
So a great game by the Chapin offense.
We're going to throw it down to Claire with the 2 swimming captains. Take it away, Claire.
All right, I'm here with Brianna Broussard, captain of Chapin's varsity swim team, and Jacob Free, another member of Chapin's varsity swim team. Now, Chapin just had their first swim meet against White Knoll. Brianna, how did your team do?
We did great. We won every single event except for one.
That's really, really awesome. Jacob, how do you think your team did?
I think we did awesome. You know, like I'm not a very cocky person, but you know, we are the best, and you know, we wake up every day and we know we're the best, and no one can beat us. So that's pretty much how we think, you know.
That's right. Thank you guys so much. Woo! Back to you, Eric.
Thank you, Claire. We love swimming. Now we're going to throw it down to Gresham with the bell. Take it away, Gresham.
Thanks, guys. I'm here on the field of the big rivalry game. Behind me, you can see at the end of the end zone is the legendary bell. So basically, the tradition of the bell comes from all the train tracks, everything that go through Prosperity and Chapin, and kind of link our communities together. Whichever team wins gets the bell, and it goes into their home school, and the side of their school is facing out into the school so everyone can see it. Chapin's had the bell for the past 4 years. We're hoping this is going to be the 5th. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Gresham, with that very informational piece. All right, it is halftime. We're going to take a break here. At the end of the half, Chapin 21, Mid Carolina 7. We'll see you guys back here at the end of halftime. I'm Eric Veach.
I'm Blake Harbison.
And you are watching CSPN.
Schneemeyer out here at the stadium. The stadium is always at max capacity, as you can see.
Oh, there's a touchdown right there. But we haven't seen this big of a crowd in the stadium, especially in the student section, since 2015, 2 years ago. The student section was packed, as it is tonight again. Usually for the rivalry game, we have the biggest crowd of the season. We expect more next year, even more. Thanks, guys. Back to you. Hey, guys. Thanks. I'm down here outside of the stadium with... Tell us your name.
Blake, Bobby.
Blake and Bobby are both members of the Chapin band. Tell us what it's like to play in the stands during the game.
It's just amazing. Trust me, the big crowds is always just really fun.
That's awesome. Bobby, how do y'all coordinate what songs you play during the game?
Our director just holds up a piece of paper and we just play what he says.
That's awesome. We sure do appreciate you guys playing. It makes it so much better to be out here, so much more spirit. Thanks, guys. Back to you. Thanks, guys. I'm here at the gate with Miss Christy Sims. She's a graduate from Chapin. Miss Christy, how many people do you think have come in the gate so far tonight?
Thousands.
Awesome. We love to have a big crowd out here. So whenever you were in high school, do you think you had the same amount of people coming in through the gate to the rivalry game?
Yes, it was always a big game.
Do you think the rivalry has grown, decreased a little bit, or stayed about the same?
It's probably about the same. It's still big.
Awesome. Miss Christy was just telling me about how the night before the game they had a pep rally when they burned the rebel. And last night, actually, for the first time in a few years, we did the same thing here, but we had a luau instead. We're great. We always love carrying on traditions at Chapin. The rivalry is a tradition. What kind of traditions did y'all have that we might not have today, or we do still have today? Do you know of any?
Really don't. I can't think of any.
Y'all still have the bell then?
Yes, we did. We did have the bell.
Awesome. We love our traditions here at Chapin. They carry on forever. Hopefully we'll see the bell next year. 100 years from now, the bell will still be here, and it'll still be at Chapin. Thank you, Miss Christy. Back to you, boys.
We are back here at Cecil Woolbright Field. We have some more score updates for you. Orangeburg Wilkins, who is currently tied with Chapin for #1 in the region, is at 42-0 on Lake Marion. That is a blowout. That is a blowout. And Chapin's next opponent, Irmo, is beating J.O. Man 41-7. And you want to hear the most interesting score of the night?
All right, so the Rebels take over at the 30-yard line. What do the Rebels need to do, Blake, to get back in this game?
Well, you saw at the end of the half they tried to switch it up. Chapin's been keying in on the triple option, and they've been stopping most of the runs that Mid-Carolina's tried. Maybe they'll come out and try to pass the ball more here. That's really all that's worked for them.
You are correct, Blake. We'll see how this goes.
And it looks like they're just going to try the same strategy. But Chapin did their homework. Like we said, they were ready for that triple option. They know it's coming.
They are ready. The defense is playing very well. They're in a grown man's league right now.
They are.
So Roof gets the calls from his coaches, trots back to the huddle, tells his offense the game plan.
And Drew Moore
lining out as a wide receiver.
We have not seen this before.
It's fake. Makes a couple guys miss. And is taken down for a 5-yard gain.
And there were 3 Chapin D linemen in the backfield there. Somehow Cade Roof was able to evade them. Get about 5 or 6 yards there.
Not a bad play on first or second down, Blake. 5 yards.
Not a bad play at all.
So this time Jalen Bates-Codwell gets the play from his coaches from the sideline. Brings it back to the huddle. So Roof in the shotgun, Moore behind him. Bates-Codwell goes in motion. Looks like a little screen play. And that'll be stopped short of the first down. Great play by the Chapin defense right there.
They're just everywhere on the field, it seems like.
And Blake, we see Case Barber coming back onto the field for the first time since his long touchdown.
Yeah, that's right. He was in for one play and then
one touchdown.
Hasn't been in since.
So Chapin's 2 star wide receivers are back to receive this punt.
Like we said, Case Barber had a great game against River Bluff last week. 7 receptions for 73 yards.
So snap, the punt. This is a better punt than his last ones, but it shanks out of bounds, Blake. Not a bad punt.
Not a bad punt, but you know he would have liked to keep it in bounds there.
That is very true. All right, we're going to pitch it down to Gresham with some band members. Take it away, Gresham.
Hey guys, thanks. I'm down here outside of the stadium with, tell us your name.
Blake and Bobby.
Blake and Bobby are both members of the Chapin band. Tell us what it's like to play in the stands during the game.
It's just amazing. Trust me, the big crowds is always just really fun.
That's awesome. Bobby, how do y'all coordinate what songs you play during the game?
Our director just holds up a piece of paper and we just play what he says.
That's awesome. We sure do appreciate you guys playing. It makes it so much better to be out here, so much more spirit. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Gresham. We love the band. So 2nd and 5. Padroni in the shotgun. Throws out, and it is picked off. Not a very good throw on that one.
Number 1, Curtis Graham.
And is taken down to the 25-yard line. It looks like Padroni was just trying to go over the middle to Gordon, who just threw it right at number 1 right there.
Guess he just simply didn't see him. Maybe we'll see LaRob Gordon in on the next drive. 2 touchdowns for him. He's had a good night.
He has had a good night. And I guess, Blake, it's very good to have 2 quarterbacks, because if one is having an off night, the other one's not, you can just put the other one in.
It is, and Roger Padroni was not having an off night last week as he went off against River Bluff, but
does not seem to be the case tonight. So Roof in the shotgun, hands off to Moore, makes a move, and is taken down by a swarm of defenders.
Stood up by Cole Hale. That play, great tackle.
Talking about multi-sport athletes, Blake, Cole Hale is a third-place state wrestler for Chapin.
It looks like wrestlers have a thing for being good at football. Hank Manos is also a wrestler, and he's going to Carolina next year.
He is. Hank Manos went undefeated this year in wrestling as a state champ. So Drew Moore lines up to Roof's left as a wide receiver. Snap, QB draw, makes a move or so, spins and gets taken down at around the 14-yard line, Blake.
And that was just some good blocking by the O-line right there.
That was as number 25, Jarrett Wiley, comes into the game. And number 2, Jake Watson comes out. Jake Watson is a vital part of the Chapin defense, Blake, and he was out for the Jamboree game with a hurt left knee.
Just glad he's back now.
So pitch to number 21, D. Wise.
Like some confusion on that play.
Looks like another trick play by the Rebels. And D. Wise goes off the field.
Looks like Xavion Gordon is having some cramps on the sideline as he's being stretched out by the medical staff.
Gordon's such a vital part to Chapin's offense.
That's right. You get the ball in his hands.
Special things happen.
Yes, special things happen.
So Roof in the shotgun, Moore behind him. Cardwell Bates goes in motion, makes a move, fumble on the play. That's picked up. That's 40, 50, 40, 30, taken down.
Great return there by James Wells.
Great play by James Wells on that one. And Jalen Bates Caldwell, he was hit very hard, Blake. He was hit like McGregor's about to hit Mayweather tomorrow night.
I don't know about that, Eric, but I do know that Chapin defense keyed in on that ball, and it came flying out.
And Padroni is back in the game at quarterback.
2 interceptions for him so far.
One wasn't really his fault.
It wasn't his fault.
That was a fluke play.
But still, 2 interceptions.
Bell goes in motion. Toss to Thomas. Cuts, makes it downfield. Hurdles a player and gets taken down at the 25-yard line.
And last play, the hard hit was given by number 98, Braden Short.
So Braden Short delivers that hard hit that jarred the ball loose.
And he was making play after play last week against River Bluff.
This is Braden Short's first year playing football, Blake.
That is just unbelievable.
As well as he plays the game. He currently holds the squat record at Chapin with a 600-pound squat.
Wow.
That is some strong legs right there, Blake.
And he showed those strong legs on that hit.
Very good run up the middle by Tyson Thomas. That'll be
a first down.
That'll give Chapin first down.
6:44 left in the third quarter.
Chapin up 21-7. So Padroni in the shotgun. Thomas to his right. Bell and Bowers to his left.
And Case Barber is in the slot.
Another run by Thomas. Just keeps chopping his feet. Blake, if you look on the sideline, all the trainers are looking at Xavion Gordon.
They're stretching his legs out. I believe he has some cramps. hopefully we'll see him make a return.
Another run up by Tyson Thomas, and that is another Chapin Eagles touchdown.
Great vision by Tyson Thomas. He saw the hole and exploded through it.
The Red Seas parted on that one, Blake. Very good run. So that makes it 27-7. Chapin. Sailor Chasen looks to make it 28-7. And what a night the Eagles offense is having, Blake.
They haven't. You got to give a lot of that credit to the O-line. They have been making some big holes for Tyson and Mark, and
the kick is
given
good.
The two quarterbacks a lot of time.
So that makes your score Chapin 28, Mid-Carolina 7. Great drive on that one, Blake.
Great drive. A lot of good runs by Tyson Thomas. Again, like I said, you got to give credit to the O-line on that one, making it easy for him.
And that just shows you how dynamic Chapin's offense is without Xavier Gordon and we score.
It's definitely a lot of weapons on that offense.
Absolutely. Join us next week back here at Cecil Woolbright Stadium for the Irmo Chapin game at 7:15. That is a District 5 rival right there. And Chapin looks to defeat Irmo in back-to-back years. Join us. We'll be looking forward to it. So Blake, what does Mid-Carolina have to do on offense in order to stop the bleeding, basically? It's 28-7. They're getting demolished.
You know, I still think they need to change up their offense. They were moving the ball with that triple option last drive. It ended in a fumble after the great hit from Braden Short. But I still think they need to change it up. They're down 21 points. They need to do something differently.
Absolutely. And Braden Short delivered a monster blow on that one.
Big hit. There was nothing Bates Caldwell could have done to hold on to the ball.
So Alex Nelson on the field looking to kick it deep for the Eagles. So 6:15 left in the third quarter, 28-7. Eagles are winning. And Blake, it looks like, despite being down 21 points, the Rebel faithful are still in their section, cheering on their team. Line drive kick, bounces into the end zone, and the Rebels will just let it roll out for a touchback.
And Braden Short comes back out onto the field.
He's fired up, and so is the defense, Blake.
They are. Great play all around.
So Roof gets the signs from the coach and comes back to the huddle to tell his team what's up. So Roof in the shotgun. More to his right. Bates Caldwell comes in motion. And there's another fumble on the play. Chapin looks.
And Chapin thinks they have it. We'll see what the ref says.
Second down.
Yep, and the ref is saying Mid-Carolina ball.
That could have been very costly for Mid-Carolina right there.
They're definitely having some problems holding on to the football.
They are already down 21 points. But you know, Blake, anything is possible in this rivalry. Last year, Chapin was down 14 points with 3 minutes left to play, and they came back.
They did. And we've seen some big plays from Mid-Carolina tonight. They just got to stop turning the football over. It's killing them.
Penalties are drive killers, Blake. So Roof in the shotgun. Shotgun looks back, snaps, throws over the middle to Tobe, who has a very, very good play on that one. Not a bad game.
Number 25, Jarrett Whitley on the tackle.
He's pretty fired up about that one. And Jake Watson comes back out onto the field
for Jarrett Whitley.
Brings up third down and 4. 26-yard line.
So the Eagles look to put away the Rebels' dreams of getting this first down right here. 3rd and 4, 4:50 left in this quarter. 28-7. Eagles lead. The shotgun looks back, looks up, thrown, and is taken down. Great play there.
Number 12, Chase Starnes on the tackle.
Very good play right there by Chase Starnes. Chase Starnes is only 5'8", Blake. He
Definitely undersized, but
definitely plays bigger than his height right there.
he does. Great tackle on a much bigger ball carrier.
Much bigger.
Rod Bird was the guy with the ball. 6'1", 190. So big difference there.
Gets a block, and unfortunately Mid Carolina gets that first down. Good run there by B.J. Tobe.
On the tackle, number 15, Taylor Lehman. It is a Mid Carolina first down, 1st and 10.
Blake, Xavion Gordon is up and walking around on the sideline, so that's a very good sign there by for the Chapin offense.
Definitely a good sight for Chapin fans as he's made play after play tonight.
As Braden Short comes off the field, and Blake, he just looks like Brian Bosworth right there. He's got the neck pads. He's certainly can deliver the hits.
He's a scary looking guy. I wouldn't want to be tackled by him.
Definitely not. And Ruth gets 1 or 2 yards in that quarterback scramble as number 57, Kaleem Crissel, comes into the game for the Eagles. So 2nd and 8 for the Rebels. 3:20 left in the 3rd quarter. They are down 21 to the Eagles. So we get a little wildcat going here by Christopher C.C. Boyd. Looks to throw. Throws down to number 8, Jared DeWitt.
Got to remember, 2 biggest plays of the game from Mid Carolina came from trick plays thrown by C.C. Boyd.
I guess they're going to see if they can do something in the offense with C.C. down there, who is listed as a backup quarterback.
And it looks like they have him playing as the main quarterback now.
And on the sideline, Roof is getting checked out by the trainers. Looks like he's having some cramps too there, Blake.
That explains why C.C. Boyd isn't a quarterback.
So Boyd in the shotgun, Moore behind him. Bates Caldwell in motion, gets the outside. Makes a move and gets taken down by number 34, James Wells, who had the fumble recovery. Took it quite distance.
Great return.
3. Ball is at the Eagles 49.
We'd like to give a shout out to Jared Kerner, who's watching all the way down from the Citadel, rooting on his team, who played for the Eagles last year, Blake. So it's always good to see alumni watching the game.
Always good. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. That's a timeout, Chapin, with 2:21 left to play in the 3rd quarter. And we're going to throw it down to Gresham. What's up, Gresham?
Thanks, guys. I'm here at the gate with Miss Christy Sim. She's a graduate from Chapin. Miss Christy, how many people do you think have come in the gate so far tonight?
Thousands.
Awesome. We love to have a big crowd out here. So whenever you were in high school, do you think you had the same amount of people coming in through the gate for the rivalry game?
Yes, it was always a big game.
Do you think the rivalry has grown, decreased a little bit, or stayed about the same?
It's probably about the same. It's still big.
Awesome. Miss Christie was just telling me about how the night before the game they had a pep rally when they burned the Rebel. And last night, actually, for the first time in a few years, we did the same thing here, but we had a luau instead. We're great. We always love carrying on traditions at Chapin. The rivalry is a tradition. What kind of traditions did y'all have that we might not have today, or we do still have today? Do you know of any?
Really don't. I can't think of any.
Did y'all still have the bell then?
Yes, we did. We did have the bell.
Awesome. We love our traditions here at Chapin. They carry on forever. Hopefully we'll see the bell next year, next year. 100 years from now, the bell will still be here, and it'll still be at Chapin. Thank you, Miss Christie. Back to you, boys.
Thank you, Gresham. Great piece. Very energetic. So it is 4th down and 4 for the Rebels.
And it doesn't look like they're going to punt it. But down 21 points.
They're going to try and change some stuff up.
They are.
And we are back, and Boyd is still the quarterback. Bates Cardwell goes in motion, fakes. Laundry on the field, we'll see what that's about. And that is almost intercepted by the Eagles. Number 15, Taylor Lehman, almost intercepted that ball, Blake. That would have been pretty clutch for the Eagles right there.
And the penalty is declined, meaning turnover on downs, Chapin football.
Great play by the defense right there. So Gordon comes in at quarterback. See what he can do. Bowers and Shealy to his left.
2 touchdowns, no interceptions for Rob Gordon. He's having a good night.
Shotgun, rolls, scrambles. Stiff arms 2 defenders. Wow, great play by Gordon right there. Scrambles for 2 or 3 yards. But he stiff arms 2 players. And we are joined in the booth by Mr. Tim Slice. What's happening there, Mr. Slice?
On. Hello, everybody. Well, as far as what's going on, looks like Chapin's pretty much in control right now.
Absolutely. We like to hear that.
Yep. Tell you what, it's been a busy night down on the backside of the stadium with concessions, as well as being Generation sponsor. Generation Chapin sponsor. I'm also president of the Eagle Club, and we've had a very busy night down at concessions. We look forward to this game. This is a great game for us to have. Stands are fully packed, and Chapin's playing great. And it's just been a banner night. The board's been working real hard down there.
Absolutely. Now, how much does the Eagle Club work with the athletic program, Mr. Slice?
Well, we're actually their loan support group, other than their district budget. And we help out all athletics. It's just not football. In fact, the Eagle Club pays for every uniform.
That's very interesting. And Chapin is now a Nike school, isn't that correct?
That is correct. We are a Nike school. And that is part of what Chapin, the Eagle Club, is doing right now, is outfitting all our teams, every team at the high school level, varsity level, in Nike gear. We are very proud to be partnered with Nike and BSN Sports, who treat us very well, very well.
That's good to hear. As Mark Shealy is taken down in the backfield.
Yeah, it looked like Mark had a rough going there the first quarter with that fumble, but seems to be holding on to the ball well, and just unfortunate little mishap on the line, gets hit behind the line.
That is very true. Now, Mr. Slice, did you see the hit that Braden Short had on Jalen Max Cardwell?
No, I'm definitely going to have to actually watch the replay. We've been working in concessions. Every chance I get, I try to look at our video board, which also the Eagle Club brought to Chapin High School is that wonderful video board. If you haven't had a chance to come out to the game and see it, this is like a small college atmosphere. I mean, our stands are packed, Mid-Carolina's packed, and this is like a small college atmosphere, especially with our scoreboard. The way our the bell looks at the bottom with all the landscaping that's being done looks absolutely awesome.
That's great to hear, and we certainly thank the Eagle Club for helping out our athletics, because that just makes Chapin an even better school.
That's right. We do several fundraisers. We do our membership drive, and then we have on October 14th our Eagle Club party that we raise money. It's a silent auction to get together for all the adults to meet the coaches, because all the coaches will be there. And then we do various, in the spring, we'll sell discount cards. So we're definitely a working board, definitely raising money. Right now, I think our last year raised over $350,000 for our athletics. And we try to support every team. It's very rare that the Eagle Club will say no to a request, and if we do, we'll find out how to make it happen.
Absolutely, we thank that. At the start of the fourth quarter, Chapin leads 28-7. Gordon back in the shotgun, trips to his right, twins to his left. Shotgun looks to scramble. He's going to run for it, and is thrown out of bounds for a 2 or 3 yard gain right there.
Yeah, I was part of this rivalry in 1985 and 86. Both my junior and senior year losing to Mid-Carolina, and unfortunately my junior year losing to Mid-Carolina in the state championship, the upper state championship game, which was very hard to take, because this is a huge rivalry. And as I was talking to the girls who were doing some interviews down below, I told them we're outside of school. You know, we're all friends. I still have friends that go to Mid-Carolina, and we talk about the games. But tonight, we're not. Tonight, it's mortal enemy. That's just the way Chapin Mid-Carolina has always been.
That's the mentality that you have to have.
That's right. And it's every game. It's baseball. It's basketball. It's every sport that we play Mid-Carolina in. That one night, we can't stand each other. But otherwise, everybody's friends outside of school.
Absolutely. So 11:41 left to play in the game. We're going to throw it down to Gresham and Claire. What's up, girls?
All right, thanks, guys. Gresham and I are out here at the stadium. The stadium is almost at max capacity, as you can see.
Oh, there's a touchdown right there. But we haven't seen this big of a crowd in the stadium, especially in the student section, since 2015, 2 years ago. The student section was packed, as it is tonight again. Usually for the rivalry game, we have the biggest crowd of the season. We expect more next year, even more. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Very good run right there.
Girls were talking about the crowd. 1985, my junior year, both Chapin, Mid-Carolina, pretty darn good teams. We weren't giving up. Our defense was giving up less than 7 points a game. They beat us 7-0. Most I have ever seen. That Mid-Carolina, it was over, and we were 2A schools then, and it was over 10,000 people.
Dang.
At that game. It was packed. Mid-Carolina, 5-6 rows back, standing room only. Basically, they pinned us down. It was a field position game. They pinned us down on the 1 yard line on a punt. We couldn't move the ball. We had to punt back. Ended up with a decent punt, but they started on their 30 and ran it in. And basically from that they beat us 7-0. But that team was a little special. we played against some guys that y'all may be old enough to remember. I don't know if you remember Tony Rice from Notre Dame.
Yes.
We played against him. Levon Kirkland that played for Pittsburgh Steelers when we played Lamar in the playoffs. Ed McDaniel, who played for the Vikings. Both those guys played for Clemson. So we had to play against some good talent.
Very good play on that one. Little laundry on the field. What do you think that is, Mr. Slice?
Oh, it's an illegal motion. They had runners. They had everybody moving in the backfield on that one. So.
Now, you mentioned that in 1985, Chapin did play for the state championship. What was that like?
Actually, it was the upper state.
Upper state.
Wow. Basically, the rain caused us to move the game to Newberry College on a Monday. If we'd have played that Friday night, we would have been playing for the state championship.
No doubt in your mind.
No doubt in my mind. We were geared up. Had to play at Newberry College, which was more like a home game to them. Good sack right there. Nice pressure. Who was that?
Great sack by number 58, Ryan Willingham.
Ryan Willingham. I remember calling. I announced the JV games, and I remember calling his name out many times last year. I'm glad to see he's out there putting pressure on the quarterback.
He is certainly a beast.
But that game, Mid Carolina ended up defeating Barnwell that year. But we went to Woodruff, went to Lamar, and ended up having to play. Back then, for most people who don't understand, only 2 teams out of your conference went to the playoffs. You either won your conference or you were runner-up. So we had a Batesburg-Leesville team that had only lost 2 games all season long. Pass right there by Mid Carolina. But they had only lost 2 games all season long and didn't make the playoffs. They lost to Mid Carolina and they lost to Chapin and didn't make the playoffs. So, these teams that they should feel lucky now that 4 teams get in. Where back when in the 80s, it was just your conference champion, your conference runner-up.
Dang, and as of right now, Chapin is number 1 in their conference, tied with Orangeburg Wilkins, who are both 1-0. As of right now, 8:50 left to play in the game.
We got Irmo next week. That's the district rivalry. That ought to be a good, hopefully, good crowd.
That is a touchdown. That is an incomplete.
Good try.
That would have been a great touchdown catch right there, Mr. Slice.
The game I'm looking forward to is the Newberry game. Amir Abrams for Newberry is a stud.
He is. He was Midlands Player of the Year last year.
And we watched him run basically at the Jamboree.
Yeah.
They just give it to him. That kid's phenomenal. And I think he's played varsity all 4 years, and so that will be a test for us, Newberry. Thank goodness they're not in the region game.
No.
But hopefully, I'm pretty sure we'll keep Mid Carolina on our schedule next year. We move to 5A.
Absolutely. We actually talked to Coach Gentry earlier this week about if Chapin moving to 5A will affect the rivalry, and he said no. He does not believe.
The crowd we bring to Mid Carolina, the gate that Mid Carolina gets, I mean, I don't see, and the gate we get. Look at this crowd.
Yeah,
why would you stop?
It is packed. Yeah.
Why would you stop something like this? It's unbelievable. This is high school football. This should always be the whatever WLTX, WIS game of the week. Chapin, Mid Carolina. I mean, look at this.
There's not a better game in South Carolina right now.
Yep. And Mid Carolina always gives us. I mean, we could have a juggernaut team, and Mid Carolina's always going to give us a good game. Effort.
The score is 28-7, but it's really not a blowout when you think about it. Chapin's had 1 or 2 pretty amazing plays that have really shifted the game. But as we saw, Mid Carolina can score with their trick play that they threw for a very long game.
Yep. And another interesting thing that would keep this rivalry going is that in 3A, any tiebreakers for the playoffs, they look at the teams you play. If you play somebody in 2A or 1A, that does not help you. Mid Carolina plays a 4A school, so when it comes to tiebreakers, they look at who you play. And win or lose, they look at who you play, and that helps them get to the playoffs.
Absolutely. So certainly playing Chapin would be in Mid-Carolina's favor right there.
Yes.
As Chapin stopped Mid-Carolina right there on 4th down with 8:32 left to go in the game. Chapin up 28-7.
Yeah, that was a good stand by the defense.
Very good stand. As Roof really had nowhere to scramble or throw, as all receivers were covered downfield, and the pressure was getting to him.
Now, talk to me about Padroni. I see LaRob's in there now. Was there something going on? They just switched, or what? We were working concessions when they made the change.
Padroni has thrown 2 interceptions this game, but just like Chapin did last year with the Beatty-Bemis trade-off, I think that's what they're going with this year. I feel like Padroni is a better pocket passer than Gordon, but Gordon is a better scrambler than Padroni, so they kind of switch off. Depends on what the series brings.
And this is what Padroni's second game.
Yeah.
So that's a good run.
Next week, Padroni does play his former team, Irmo, in the District 5 rivalry.
That's right. And Chapin hasn't played Irmo that much.
No.
We used to play him in fact, when I was coaching at Chapin, we played them in a Sportsorama and actually beat them at Irmo. And so, I'm going to head back down and see what's going on in the concessions.
All right, we thank you for being up here, Mr. Slice.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime, guys. Anytime y'all want to talk Chapin football and athletics, you got me and Uncle Jared up here. We're true Chapins. So
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys. Enjoyed it.
Thank you very much. We also would like to thank Jared Dawsey, who is also a part of the Eagle Club, for making CSPN happen. He's kind of the face behind all of this, so we'd like to thank him. So 1st and 10. 1st and 10, 7:36 left to go in the game. As Chapin plays Irmo here at Cecil Woolbright Field, 7:15 kickoff. We look forward to watching the District 5 rivalry with all of you. Please join us.
That's a very good run there, Blake.
It was a good run.
By Tyson Thomas right there, getting us very close to the 1st down. And Chapin is up 28-7, but it does not look like they're giving up right now.
It doesn't there. Been on the pedal.
Absolutely. As we are around 7 minutes left to play. As Chapin gets that 1st down easily right there. You got to think, Blake, as Chapin is up by 21, if attitudes and emotions will get the best of the players right here.
I think they're doing a great job moving the ball down the field, controlling the ball. A great night from Tyson Thomas and a great night from Mark Sheely, too, all around.
Absolutely, but I think what truly shined for Chapin tonight was the defense. As we welcome Principal Mr. Ross into the studio.
It is an honor to be here and to see this amazing broadcast, to see students doing every component of the football game, from playing to announcing to video broadcasting.
Great run by Sheely. Makes one defender miss, makes another one, and is brought down at the 20-yard line. Very, very good run, shifty run by Mark Sheely right there.
That's it.
Yeah.
This is top notch, guys. How does it feel to be up here? The state newspaper said this is one of the greatest rivalry traditions in the state of South Carolina. How does that feel to be calling this?
It feels good.
It feels amazing right now.
To be a part of something like this is amazing.
Of the longest consecutive rivalry in the state.
it goes back. I mean, these two towns are very prominent in our state, and it's a huge rivalry. To see the community out tonight is a great support. And great sign of support.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Dutch Fork or Irmo has a program quite like this.
Well, you got to understand, Chapin High School was actually chartered in 1924, making it the oldest high school in the district. So we got a long history here. Uh-oh.
Oh, bad snap. As this Gordon just has to fall on that ball. Miscommunication between Manos and Gordon on that play right there. So we approach 5 minutes left in the game. Now, Dr. Ross, you played your college football career at Duke.
That's correct.
Can you talk to us about that? How was that? How is it different from playing high school football?
That's a great question. In high school, you're going to run up against some great players, great matchups. When you go and play in the ACC, Division I football, every matchup is tough. It's going to make you fight the hardest you've ever fought and really step up your game. So you really see some amazing players, and the speed of the game is very fast. The hardest hit you'll see in high school is a regular hit in college. All right, that's a great run there.
Fumble on that play.
Put the ball on the ground again.
Now, you mentioned hard hits. Braden Short had a pretty hard hit on that guy right there.
That was a great hit there. I think one of the things that you'll see is Chapin really works hard to swarm and I think our conditioning really helps us. Flying around to the ball, that's what gets those kind of hits there.
Absolutely. And I believe that they're saying it's Mid-Carolina ball.
Mid-Carolina takes over. They recover the fumble. We got to do a little better job of securing. I know we have a great coaching staff, and Coach Venture and the guys will tighten up on those
They'll
things
fix them
next
up.
week. Yeah.
So Roof in the shotgun. Tobin motion as they give off to number 3.
That's a big hit there.
CC Boyd, who has thrown for both, not both touchdowns, but a touchdown for Mid-Carolina right there.
Wow, I'm just very impressed with the setup here and just the things that we're doing at Chapin High School. And the students are all running this. This is very good, and I appreciate our parental support, our booster club support, and our teachers for allowing this to happen. Got a little scramble here.
Roof on the scramble. Runs out of bounds. Does get the first down, though.
Chapin's going to do a good job of subbing in. As you can see, we have a big program getting all those guys to participate, and that's allowing us to keep fresh legs in, so that's awesome.
Absolutely, and Chapin is up 21 right now, so they probably are getting in players that normally don't see that much playing time.
That's correct.
In on this great rivalry right here.
And I also like to say the great JV program, they had a great victory last night, allowing 81 student athletes to play in that game. So.
Wow, that is great job by the Chapin coaching staff all around. As Roof has to scramble, cuts back, makes it 1 or 2 guys miss, but eventually gets taken down by the defenders.
So let me ask you, how long does it take y'all to learn how to operate all this and to get comfortable calling and spotting and getting into play-by-play? This is professional here.
It doesn't take quite long. We like to thank our computer guys over here, Lucas Nash, Carter Burns, Mr. Slice over here.
Yeah,
Mark Slice is the tech guy behind all of this. Michael Jameson. Blake and I just kind of come here and talk.
This is my selfie game is not strong enough here to get all of the. There we go. Let me get some of these computers in here. Awesome.
They run all the replays that you guys see, and we honestly couldn't do this show without them.
That is awesome. Well, I think Mid-Carolina's offense is not a quick score, so they're going to take a lot of clock this time as they march down the field.
Definitely not. They love to run the ball.
They like to run the ball, and great program. I'd like to give a shout out for all the Mid-Carolina Rebels who are listening tonight, and thank them for this amazing rivalry and our 2 great towns to be featured. And to Ray Cooper,
throws deep. And that is in and out of the hands.
We got a flag.
Little laundry on the field. What's that about? Pass interference?
It's going to be pass interference on on Chapin. I'd like to thank Principal Ray Cooper for his vision. About 7 years ago, 6 years ago, we decided to bring the bell into the rivalry of Chapin and Mid-Carolina, and he was all in on this. And to see him tonight and his son come out and bring that bell into the neutral spot, that was a great feeling.
Absolutely. We'd also like to give a shout out to Bryce Harrington, who was a former Chapin football, watching again from the Citadel tonight.
All right.
We'd always like to see alumni come to the game or watch it at home. That's why we do this
Huge
program.
shout out, and all of our alumni, they know the meaning of this game. Capacity crowd at Cecil Woolbright tonight as we honor our Hall of Famers, and this is a great night for not only Chapin High School but Chapin, South Carolina.
Absolutely, and it's not just Mid-Carolina fans here. Some Dutch Fork
there were Dutch
players.
Fork Silver Foxes here.
Silver Foxes were here on Mid-Carolina side and on Chapin side. So this game truly brings District 5 together right now.
Well, it does, and I don't know if you all have been aware of the new region that Chapin High School will be entering next year.
Sumter just joined it as of 2 days
has
ago.
just joined it, and but we'll have all District 5 schools in the same region, so that'll be exciting.
Absolutely.
There's a blitz.
As he gets away, but will come up short of the first down.
It'll be short, third and short here.
So I guess Mid-Carolina is just running their offense as usual. They don't really care that they are getting beat by 21 right now.
One of the things you want to do is make sure you stay healthy, keep running your tried and true, and they'll go back and look at the tape and see that they were able to move the ball and look at successes there. You don't want to get too drastic and get anyone hurt, but do what you do best.
They do have the backup quarterback, Boyd, in right now.
Yeah.
So he lets that one go deep. Intended for number 8, Gerald DeWatt, who had a step or two on his defender.
He did. That was great. Well,
but solid play down there by the two Chapin safeties.
I'm enjoying this. This is all right. I'm going to have to get down for dismissal duty when we dismissed over 4,000 people from the stadium here. I need to be in the mix of that, but I really appreciate y'all having me here.
Absolutely. We'll see you next week for the Irmo game.
For Irmo here. This will be exciting when the Yellow Jackets come to town. So
absolutely.
We'll thank y'all for broadcasting. I know y'all be out. You'll have your fans there. I don't know how many people are watching or tuning in, but I hear that week after week that number increases, and that's just a sign of the great work that you all do. And it's just I'm really proud to see how far we've come. We're gonna need to get a bigger booth up here. You guys are. This is a huge operation here, so keep it up. Proud of you. Y'all take care.
Thank you.
We thank you, Dr. Ross.
So we have 56 seconds left in the game. Chapin up 21 right now in Mid-Carolina. Blake, what can Chapin take away from this game, and what do they need to work on besides holding on to the football?
Well, I definitely think their run defense has improved a lot. Like we said, River Bluff ran all over them last week, and I think they did a pretty good job of stopping that Mid-Carolina offense.
Absolutely. So he gets away, makes a couple men miss, and will get taken down. I do believe that will be enough for a Mid-Carolina first down.
There was a couple plays there, a couple trick plays that Chapin just wasn't ready for, so they're going to have to work to be better at recognizing the play.
Absolutely, as the clock is running down, around 40 seconds left in this game.
And it looks like the backups are in for Chapin. Also for Mid-Carolina, for the most part.
Chapin's defender almost got in there and sacked the quarterback. He came out of nowhere. He was untouched.
Chapin D-line has been wrecking havoc all night.
Amazing tonight.
Yes.
And that was number 44, Jarrell Burrell. I apologize if I butchered that name. The sheet is faded right now. All right, 32 seconds left in the game. And it's taken down to around the 6-yard line right there.
Good run by B.J. Tobe.
B.J. Tobe has been the player to watch tonight, Blake.
Like we said, the Chapin backup defense is in.
Absolutely, and they are up by 21 right now. As they spike the ball. What do you make of that, Blake? A little laundry on the field, though. But spiking the ball, Blake, bold strategy. Let's see how that plays off for them. Like a wise man once said, Blake, 60% of the time it works. Every time. That is a quote from Anchorman, Will Ferrell, right there.
I guess that's true.
That is true. 60% of the time it works every time. As the clock runs around, we got 5 seconds left. It's a little prayer. And another flag on the play with 2 seconds left to play in the game.
Mid-Carolina is not going out quietly.
No, Blake, but I do not believe they will come away with a win tonight.
21 points in 2 seconds is a little bit much.
As this one looks like it's wrapped up, but you know, Blake, this is the battle for the bell. This is the rivalry. A lot of things can happen.
A lot of things can happen. I just don't know about 2 seconds.
That is true, Blake.
I gotta say, I am surprised that Mid-Carolina isn't running the clock off, trying to avoid injury.
I think they'll go for one final play here, Blake. One final play.
Looks like it.
They hand it off to Caldwell, and that is a Mid-Carolina touchdown.
That'll make it 28-13 as time expires.
Are they going to have him kick the field goal right here, Blake?
Yeah, I think they will kick the extra point, but either way, the game's over. Chapin wins.
That is true, Blake. That is true. As they will not have them kick the extra point, so the final score will be 28-13. Chapin wins. Now, Blake, some key performances tonight were Rob Gordon, Braden Short, Xavion Gordon, Case Barber. As Case was in for a couple plays, but had a very, very big touchdown.
Definitely. Chapin offense and the Chapin defense just really had everything going for them. They were able to run the ball with ease, pass the ball with ease. Not too many mistakes from the Chapin football team tonight.
Absolutely. All right, we appreciate all of you guys watching tonight as we are going to cover the bell ceremony right now.
Looks like the Chapin football team is running towards the bell.
As we see there.
That's Hank Manos and Jake Early carrying the bell.
They were captains for tonight's game, Blake, so it's only fitting that they grab the bell.
Big performances from both of those.
As Chapin does the alma mater right now. That's a tradition they do after every home football game, Blake. And your final Chapin 28, Mid Carolina 13. We are signing off. I'm Eric Veach.
I'm Blake Harbison.
And you are watching CSPN.